Do you have an iPad and all it does is collect dust in the corner and you never use it even though you swore you would when you bought it? Do you wish that it felt more like a computer and less like a huge iPod Touch? If you just watch this video until the end, I guarantee that you will leave with a brand new iPad. Actually, not a brand new iPad, but it will look and feel like a computer, which is what we want. Disclaimer, your iPad is still going to be an iPad at the end of this video. It's not going to turn into a computer. But we are going to get as close as possible. There are two main ways that you can use your iPad like a computer. The first way is going to be the MacBook vibe. This is going to turn your iPad into what feels like a laptop. And then the second option, you can use your iPad alone like it is a computer or as an extra display in combination with your Mac. So I'm going to walk you guys through those two separate ways, starting with the MacBook vibe. We first need a keyboard case. This is like the #1 way to instantly transform your iPad into feeling like a MacBook. My favorite case for this is the Apple Magic Keyboard. It is very expensive, but it also works beautifully with your iPad, and it really does feel super luxurious. It's made with aluminum, so it actually has the same materials as a MacBook, and it's also super thin and has very similar keys to a MacBook, so it is the closest thing you're gonna get to a true MacBook feeling. My second favorite case is this one by Typecase, and I have this one for my iPad mini, which kind of gives it like a netbook feeling from the 2000s if you remember those. And while it is still pricey, it is a lot cheaper than the Apple Magic Keyboard, and you have all these different color options you can choose from. And the most fun part about it is you can actually change the color of your keyboard too and customize it based on your favorite look you're going for. Getting one of these cases for your iPad is definitely going to be step #1. If you want to go for the monitor route and kind of use it as a display with a separate keyboard and mouse, you're going to want to get your favorite Bluetooth keyboard, or you can use the one from your iMac like the one I have back here. But first, let's focus on the standalone monitor option. You want to find a keyboard that is Bluetooth, and one of my favorites is this one by Lofree. All you have to do is go into your Bluetooth settings on your iPad and actually pair it to the keyboard, and you can use it wirelessly, which is so fun. And what I love about this is you can easily switch out the keyboards as you want to. It's not as much of a commitment as an actual keyboard case. This also works with a mouse too. Now, the only Bluetooth mouse that I have is the Apple Magic mouse. I know a lot of people like the Logitech mouses. I've never tried one. Wait, is it mouses or mice? I don't know, sis, but yeah, you definitely want to get your favorite mouse. Now, if you're going to be using your iPad more as like an external monitor or second computer next to an actual computer like the one I have back here, you want to go into your settings and turn on universal control. And this is actually going to allow you to go between your Mac and your iPad seamlessly. A lot of people don't know you could do this, but you can basically use one keyboard and mouse for your Mac and your iPad, and you can use separate devices too. I've set it up to where I've had my iMac, my MacBook, my iPad Pro, and my iPad mini all next to each other, and I have like a 4-monitor setup, so you can add a bunch. In your Mac settings, you can actually choose the orientation of the displays and put them exactly how you have it laid out on your desk. You don't need any extra apps or anything like that. You can just do it right through the Apple settings, and it is very convenient. That's actually one of my favorite ways to use the iPad Pro because it has such a big screen, and it is just the perfect second monitor if you need some extra room, and it really does feel like another computer screen. So externally, it's already pretty easy to use your iPad as a computer, and it really depends what your needs are going to be for your best setup. Now, for the inside of the iPad, we're going to talk about the software and settings and customization that you can do to get it feeling like a MacBook. Firstly, if you don't have iPadOS 26 installed, you need to install that if your iPad supports it, because this is one of the biggest iPad updates we've had in a while. This came out in the fall, and it basically transforms your iPad into feeling more like a computer. I'm just going to walk you guys through the features really quickly so you can see why this is such a good upgrade. So firstly, it comes with windowed apps now. If you go into your multitasking settings, you can actually choose windowed mode for your apps, and this is going to make all of your apps look like little windows like a computer instead of taking up the entire screen like it usually does on the iPad. It even has the little traffic icons on the top left, just like on the iMac, and if you long press on these, you can actually choose between different options on the layout of your windows. And that alone already makes your iPad feel so different. They also added more window tiling, so now you can have, I think, up to 4 tiles on the screen. They have this on PCs too, so this is really just like a desktop vibe rather than just iMac. There's also app expose mode, so if you swipe up from the bottom of your screen, you can actually see all the apps that you have open at a glance, and that is also very useful for multitasking. It also allows you to have folders in the dock, so if you add, for example, your downloads folder into the dock, that already adds such an iMac vibe, so I highly recommend doing that. You can have up to 23 icons in the dock now, so you can really treat it like an iMac dock. They also revamped the Files app, and they just made this a lot closer to how it is on the Mac, so it's easier to organize your files, tag them by different colors, there's different menus and just ways to organize. And I would also recommend putting the Files app in your dock because it kind of feels like the Finder app on your iMac. They added the Preview app that's on the iMac, so you can use this to view images or other documents and edit them very easily. It works with the Apple Pencil, so you can easily write right onto it. I also forgot to mention, there is going to be a Mac style menu bar for every app that you're in. These commands will be different depending on the app you're using, just like how it works on the Mac. And lastly, they changed the cursor from the typical circle to an actual pointer arrow, so that is also a huge upgrade because the pointer just feels like an iMac. Just check Apple's website to see if your iPad supports iPadOS 26. What I think is cool is even the iPad mini supports this. I love how it feels like a tiny laptop when I use it now. Maybe the windowed apps aren't the best on the iPad mini, but you can do it and it does look really cute. So definitely upgrade if you haven't already. Now some customizations you can do to give that Mac look. Firstly, I would say get rid of all the apps on your home screen and just keep them in the dock. This is something that I tried years ago when I was trying to be creative with my iPad. So this may be a shock, but I actually have nothing on my iPad. Everything that I use is in the dock and it really looks like a computer. If I go like this, it looks like I have a mini laptop. To do this, all you have to do is hold down on your apps and press remove from home screen. It won't delete the app, it's just gonna go into the library and then you can search your apps kind of like how you do on the iMac. They're not all just sitting out on your desktop so that it feels more clean and like a computer. If you do keep any apps on your desktop, I mean, technically it's the home screen, but we're calling it the desktop. If you keep any apps on there, I would just keep a few of your main ones and I would put the labels on so that it kind of looks like an icon sitting on your desktop. Kind of like back here, you can see my files have a name under them. For the wallpapers, you might want to choose a wallpaper that gives more of that desktop feel. A good example of this would be using an actual iMac wallpaper from Apple. I feel like that one is self-explanatory. It's going to look like a computer if you do that. You could also do custom app icons to kind of give it like a more desktop appearance rather than just the typical app icons. For widgets, you could kind of lay them out like how the Mac looks. I have them to the left here, as you could see back there. You could do the same on your iPad and just put them all to the left or all to the right even if you wanted to, and leave the rest of the screen blank so it really feels more expansive like a computer. A couple other settings you can do. For Safari, go into settings and change the default view to desktop view. This is gonna stop websites from doing the mobile version of the website, and honestly usually the desktop version is better anyway, so I would enable that regardless. And we already did talk a little bit about the dock, but like I said, just put your main apps in the dock, and for bonus points, put apps that you would actually have on your computer too. Those were all my recommendations for how to get your iPad feeling more like a MacBook or like a computer. Like I said in the beginning, it obviously functions like an iPad still, but there are so many more computer-like features. Apple is trying to make their iPads a little bit more multi-purpose. Honestly, the iPad is not what it used to be, so if you're watching this and didn't know a lot of these things, it might be your time to get an iPad or maybe upgrade your iPad. Let me know in the comments how you made your iPad feel like a computer and how that's going for you. What is your setup? What case do you have? And what is your layout? Hopefully this was helpful and your iPad is ready to be rebranded, because maybe you weren't doing her justice and she has been neglected. I have been there where I haven't touched my iPad for months, but that is not me anymore, honey. I use my iPads every day and it's just such a magical device. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if this was helpful, make sure you subscribe because we are on the road to 100K this year and it is going to happen. The sun is approaching, so I think it's time to go. I will see you in the next one. Bye!